What a difference a day makes. Oh my gosh. So I was out here yesterday, and this is typical October weather in southwestern Pennsylvania. Yesterday was 40 degrees and raining, and that's about the worst weather in my opinion. Today was, we had a high near 50, and we had some blue skies earlier. So this feels like summer again compared to yesterday. Anyhow, I'm going to get back to working on the sidecar, and hopefully we get some things figured out, or at least learn something in the process. So without further ado, let's hit it. You want to turn on the light? Sure. Just for a minute.
Okay.
You know how to do it?
Uh-huh.
You rotate that. Yeah, turn it. You did it. Lights on. You don't, here. You see lights on?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, turn it off. Good job. You're ready to ride. Huh. Can I get in the sidecar?
Yeah.
All right. Okay, guys, back to the mystery of this. This is my '03 Electra Glide with the sidecar, and it's having a shifting problem that I got a little started on it yesterday because it was kind of eating at my brain a little bit, like what the heck is going on, and I just needed to get started on it. Yesterday it was just the formality of getting the top of the transmission cover off, which turned out to be a little bit of a bear. And I can talk to you about that later. But the thing I suspected, I ended up, I wasn't correct on that. Well, I had three suspects. Well, I do believe I've found the culprit. So that's the good news. There's bad news with it. So like I said, the previous owner, he had a garage with 3 show cars in it, and it was impressive to me. And I have some extremely high standards in machinery, and I also used to do restorations as well. And like I said, I assumed this guy was a mechanic, and clearly, maybe he just buys show cars and doesn't work on them. I don't know. Here's our problem. This is the bolt that was in the pinch bolt that was in that lever. That was hitting the frickin' case. That makes sense now that it would rotate backwards and shift up gears, but I couldn't rotate it downwards. That bolt is 1 inch long, and it calls for a 3/4 inch bolt. I'm not going to put all the blame on him. I should have caught that, especially with the career experience I have on effectivity of parts and making sure you got the right parts. I should have checked the parts catalog instead of replacing the bolt that came out with the same bolt. That also explains why that was only halfway on the shaft. So he had it clamped on, but only halfway on the shaft. I'm on the wrong end. That's why he had it clamped on like that. Because then it was clearing the inner primary on the back side of this boss. Son of a bitch. Man, that makes me mad. That I didn't catch it, mostly, and that he or somebody else does that kind of work. It makes me want to call the guy and say, just tell me now what part of this motorcycle you've touched with a tool so that I can pay extra attention to those items, those areas, and reference the parts catalog the whole time I'm doing it. So I got the correct size bolt. I'm going to bolt this whole freaking thing back together and see if it shifts. Okay, it's all reassembled. I see some magic. Second gear, first gear, neutral. Amazing. I'm actually so pissed off at myself right now for overlooking what is truly a very easy catch, easy find. Take my bad mistake here as a lesson, especially if you bought a used motorcycle. Don't trust what they've done. You might want to reference the parts catalog, and Harley-Davidson has a parts catalog for all of the bikes, I think going back more than 20, 30 years maybe. You can pull up the illustrated parts catalog on everything and reference that you've got the right stuff. So now I'm going to put everything back together, put the cover back on the transmission, rebolt everything back up. And although I am going to get a new shaft, I am going to get a new shifter arm. Those are a little boogered up from the half-assed way they had that bolted on in the back. It's pretty tight now. That's actually really tight now. But I don't trust it. So anyway, another problem solved through many steps of trial and error. But at least I can got a bike to ride again. All right, folks, time to have a drink. I think I'm going to make an Irish coffee. It's a nice and chilly day. Talk to you later.